Yeah, absolutely. I think that, I mean, the purpose of the show is twofold. It is to obviously engage people in how they think, to encourage those strengths and weaknesses that we were talking about earlier, or addressing both strengths and weaknesses, but also starting to develop a mindset that with transferable skills. I mean, transferable skills such as leadership is something that's really important. And I think you get leadership through good martial art instruction anyway. Perseverance, all of the good qualities that we have, because martial arts isn't just about kicking and punching. It's really a mental aspect, which has been lost, I think, really. It really has been lost. So the purpose really is just to try to get that across.
Welcome to Martial Mindset, where we delve into some of the leading minds in business, martial arts, and academia to find out what truly makes success in any field of life. We are the fight coaches who will motivate and inspire you to level up your game, no matter how big or scary your goals may be.
I mean, we're going to interview quite a range of guests, aren't we? So you had some ideas of bringing in some entrepreneurs as well, and talking about...
Actually, guys, if you're listening right now, give us some suggestions, right? Get in touch with us. Post in the comments or send us an email. You'll find it in the description. Let us know who are some people that you look up to, that you really, really appreciate online or offline, and you think would be a great fit for us to get in touch with and have on the show. Like people to interview in terms of psychologists, entrepreneurs, or any type of person that would add value in terms of mindset and high level performance.
Because it is about high level performance that we're looking at. I mean, if you're just an ordinary martial artist and you're watching this just to get some tips and training, that's great. But what we hope to do is sort of to extend beyond that, so you get some extra benefits.
Yeah, it's just like that attitude of, instead of teaching you how to fish, instead of giving you fish, we're teaching you how to fish. We're teaching you how to learn martial arts, but not just learn to be high level at what you're doing, be it martial arts, be it your job, be it like your amazing relationships and so on and so forth. Yeah.
I mean, one of the things, just to add to that, I mean, I've trained a lot of people over many years, and I've trained a lot of instructors, and one of the things I've noticed is with a lot of those guys that I've worked with, they've gone on to be quite successful, not just in the martial arts community, but in their personal lives as well. They've gone on to actually have some very good jobs. I mean, some of the younger guys that I've had, in terms of they've started with me as teenagers and become young men, have gone on to get into aspiring university courses and have been able to communicate very well and eloquently with people in a high level business environment, purely because they've learned how to communicate, how to engage with other people, how to think, and how to be productive. So there's a lot of benefits that we really, through this podcast, really want to sort of emphasize and get out on the martial mindset. Really.
Yeah, definitely. Like, did you notice that, like, in the first 3 months, your students are already making like more money? They are having more higher levels of satisfaction from what they're doing, right?
Yeah, but it's also their engagement as well with each other and me. You really do notice, but it's quite remarkable. A lot of, especially some of the youngsters, it's nice to see that they go on and they do really well. They perform really well. I've had a couple of students go on to be doctors and surgeons and so on. And it's quite impressive. We don't define success by obviously occupation, but I define it as their ability and their ability to interact and also to be persistent. So, if you're persistent, even at starting your own business, and it could be selling, I don't know, anything, paper cards even, it takes a certain mindset to come do that.
Definitely. What I noticed in my students is that they don't necessarily come for, they do come for martial arts and to learn how to defend themselves and become more confident. But most of them, and you guys listening might be in this situation as well, you already have everything you need, right? You have the tools, you have the skills to learn what you need to learn. You have everything. It's already inside of you. But when most people come to my class is to somehow get this kind of permission. Look, it's all right to show up as your best self. It's all right to use all of your tools. It's all right to to be brave and step into this world with your chest out, right, and your back straight. It's cool. It's going to be great, right? You do that because you're going to get better results. And once they feel like they have this kind of quote unquote permission, they just allow themselves to be that person.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I can't really add on that. I think you hit the nail straight on the head with that. I mean, we really, at the end of the day, have to look at how we influence people and the positivity. As a teacher, I'm talking about really, and that's one of the benefits of doing that. So in the meantime.
So this is probably what we're trying to do with the show, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, I mean, the purpose of the show is twofold. It is to obviously engage people in how they think, to encourage those strengths and weaknesses that we were talking about earlier, or addressing those strengths and weaknesses. But also start to develop a mindset that with transferable skills. I mean, transferable skills such as leadership is something that's really important. And I think you get leadership through good martial art instruction anyway. Perseverance, all of the good qualities that we have, because martial arts isn't just about kicking and punching. It's really a mental aspect, which has been lost, I think, really. Really has been lost. So the purpose really is just to try to get that across.